For both of you guys, just kind of talk about what happened over the last couple of weeks after the tough loss against Pittsburgh. What was the focus of the offense to kind of get back on the right track and make sure you came out and had a performance like you did today?
I think we had to put an emphasis on ball security. I think we had too many turnovers against Pitt, so then just to come out and play a clean game and rely a little bit on our defense if we need to, and just go out there and play sound fundamental football on our offensive side.
Really just coming back. We knew at some point in the season we were going to have to face adversity and just lean on each other and come out here and fight back and come out with a W. That's what we did.
For Jack, I wanted to get how much more effective is this offense when you establish Jawar running? And from Jawar, I wanted to ask you just how much personal responsibility do you feel for helping the offense get going?
Yeah, well, I think part of it was, we are able to make explosive plays down the field passing, and I think they played a little softer coverage-wise, which allowed us to, get good boxes to run the ball and the offensive line freeing up holes for Jawar. And then obviously when, Jawar gets it in the open space, something special is going to happen. So I think it's all complementary with each other. But I thought, we did a good job as far as the receiver room. They didn't get a ton of balls today, but just being able to make the play when their number was called was huge to see.
Going off what Jack said, we were just doing what they were giving us, and they were just dropping eight most of the time, and the run was there. We have a great O line that was blocking up everything. We had receivers not playing selfish, blocking downfield. So props to them. They weren't getting the ball, but they were doing well blocking. I mean, I'm a team player, so I don't really feel like everything's on me. I mean, it's not just me. It's the O line doing their job. I'm doing my job. Jack's doing making his reads, and the receivers doing their job, blocking downfield, playing without the balls.
For both of you, I guess we could start with Jawar and then go with Jack. This is another win over a top 20 team in conference win. You guys are continuing to sit near the top of the ACC standings. Are you starting to think about the ACC championship game, or is it easy to keep that distraction out of your mind?
Like we always say, it's 1 week at a time. Right now, we're just gonna enjoy the win, and then look forward to Virginia Tech. That's it.
No, I don't. We don't look ahead. We just look one game at a time. I think you're probably tired of hearing us come up here and say that we one game season. So we don't look ahead. We don't count numbers, who's standing where. We just gotta beat the next opponent on the schedule, and that's all we're focused about.
Do you have to stop yourself from thinking about how things would be different if he would have been able to play the entire game against Pitt?
I mean, that game's over. I mean, like I go back to one game a season. We can't do anything about that game. The game's over. We lost it. Obviously, we would love to have Jawar out there. He's a really good player, but we just got to move on from that. And we did a good job coming out this week and focusing on just Duke and winning the game.
Yeah, you. Oh,
Just adding on that, I feel like we didn't miss a beat out there in the running game. So I feel like it wouldn't matter if I was out there. Of course, like I would want to be out there and make a play, but Isaac and Maurice did a great job 2 weeks ago in the run game, so we didn't miss a beat there.
you guys had a tough blow losing Renato for the season, but you've also talked about the depth of the offensive line many times. Was today kind of a showcase of that, considering how good Duke has been defensively?
Absolutely. We had multiple guys playing up there in the O-line, and obviously it hurts to lose Renato, a guy with so much experience and a good leader on our team. But just the guys that fill in, and you know what? They're unselfish guys. They weren't, complaining that they weren't getting snaps out on the field, but when their number was called and, they had to get thrown in there today, they did a good job, and we were able to control the line of scrimmage.
Jawar, the first two drives, it looked like everything went almost perfectly. Was there anything that you all were doing? The holes were there, and that's a pretty good defensive team that you were doing that against.
Yeah, I was just out there doing my job. Like I said, the O-line blocked it up very well, and I just took care of the rest. I always say they do the hard part, and I just do the easy part. So.
First time Duke's been shut out since October 16th of 2021. What do you see from your defense that makes them the way they've succeeded this season?
Yeah, I think our defense is really special. They do a lot of different things. Coach was just talking about that in the locker room. They play a lot of different coverages and different fronts and blitzes and all that. So I think they do a good job of being able to learn what to do. And then obviously we have talented players there at all positions on defense. And it's good for us to watch them go out there and play well. It gives us confidence. I think another thing is they play off the fans. I thought the fans did a good job of getting loud and when they're on the field, and I think that helps out a lot.
Jawar, how important for you was it to have that open week between games to kind of, get recuperated and rehabbed and that sort of thing? And just, was there any hesitation? It didn't seem like it, but how are you feeling out there?
Definitely, I needed that week to get a little bit more healthy. I knew we had a big opponent coming up after the pit and bye week, and I told myself that no matter what, like, I was gonna go out there, put it all out there for the team, and try my best to go out there and have a good game.
Thank you.
Thank you.